We're recording our math quiz review. Okay, guys, let's get started. I know you have questions, but does anybody know what the math quiz is going to be on tomorrow and what therefore the review will be focusing on as well? Good. So parts of a circle and good. Area and, let's use the and, circumference of a circle. Good news, you don't have to study how to spell circumference, even though that some of you may already know how to do that. Okay, so let's get right into it. Okay, I know that Luana had a question. Luana, what was your question? Yeah, for the Khan Academy, Luana, all it is just it's stating it in a different way, and that's good because it trains your brain to think sort of about what it's actually asking. Do you have a problem that you can give me that might help us? Yeah. Okay. Let me see. One second. Okay. So it's Luana, it's Mackenzie. I have to write them down at this point. It's Cosmo. Who else? Oh, that's right. Eknam and Chloe. Chloe, I know you were here somewhere. Chloe Lavoie, right? Yeah. Okay. So, what is it? Oh, I see. No, no, no. So when I assign these problems, I sometimes don't know if they're going to give you more advanced problems like that, but I can show you how to solve it. It won't be on the quiz, okay? So let's say that the circumference of a circle, what was the circumference for that problem? Okay, so guys, the circumference, let's say the circumference, they gave you the answer for that, okay? And all this really is, it's totally related to what we're doing. All this is, it's kind of reversing the problem, showing that you really get it. So the formula for the circumference is 2 pi r, right? And what they're looking for, Chloe, correct me if I'm wrong, did they ask for the diameter here? Okay, you can easily get the diameter and also the radius for this problem. Let me make diameter a lowercase t. So let's go ahead and solve for the best way of doing it is solving for, let's pretend we're going to solve for the radius, okay? All right, so if the circumference is 113.56, and you're trying to solve for the radius, all you really have to do is think of it this way. You already have the answer, but you know that 2 pi r equals the circumference, and in this case the circumference is 113.56, right? So if you had to multiply 2 times 3.14 times the radius to get 113.56, okay? And if you, so does anybody know how you would find out what the actual radius is in this case. It's the opposite. Yeah, that's exactly right. Or you could, what else? What was the other suggestion? Actually, you're all on the right track. Let me go ahead and see if I can maybe make it easier to understand. Let's go ahead and um, well, here's how you want to think about it. There's so many ways of solving this problem. If you take 2 times r, that's the same thing as saying the diameter. Okay, so 3.14 times the diameter is going to give you 113.56. Now, if you want to see what the diameter is, which can lead to the radius, okay, at the same time, just take 113.56, that's a 56, and divide it by 3.14, which is pi. Now, how is that going to give you the answer? Look, if you multiply 3.14 times the diameter, it's going to give you 13.56. So if you get 13.56 and you do the opposite of multiply, okay, you go ahead and you divide by what we know. What do we know? 3.14. It'll give you the diameter. So basically for these problems, you're basically taking the actual answer and you're dividing by 3.14, and that'll give you the diameter. Once you have the diameter, just divide it by 2 and you'll get the radius. Okay? So I don't know if that made sense right away, but if you go ahead and you take, let me think here, 113.56, and you divide that by 3.14, that's going to give you 36.16. Actually 0.166, and that's actually right there, that's your diameter. You divide that by 2 and you're going to get your radius. So these problems, where were these problems from? Which exercise? Were they from both exercises I assigned or just one? Moderators, are we getting any comments? Or if anybody wants to say it? Just one? What was that one? Area of a circle. Okay, so here's what I'm going to say. Just try those problems. Just try those problems out and see how far you can get. But we can do another one if you all would like. Does anybody have a problem they want to go ahead and ask, whether it's Agnam or Mackenzie? And we can do another one. Ten problems. Yeah, pretty simple. And guys, you know what? Don't stress too much about the quiz. I'm going to review what it's going to be about right now. If you want to hold off any further questions until I can show you, I think you'll feel a lot better about it. The Khan Academy problems really, it's really hard for a teacher to know what kind of things, because it'll say something, it'll have like a title, and I'll be like, yeah, that's what I want them to learn. But then they'll go ahead and they'll give you mega challenging problems. And that's fine because it really challenges those of you that love the challenge, which I hope all of you do. But don't think that's going to be on the quiz. What's going to be on the quiz really is going to be what I'm going to go over now, which is parts of a circle. So let's go ahead and get into it. Yeah. The Khan Academy assignments that I assigned today, those are some of the ones that people are referring to on. Okay, go for it. Go ahead and do something. For those of you that are having a lot of issue with the Khan Academy assignment, this is meant as a review, so I don't want you to get like boggled down with it. Just go ahead and do like 5 problems from Monday's IXL assignment. Okay, so I'll write it here. If you want to review, do 5 problems, but get them right. All right. From Monday's IXL assignment. Hold on. Yeah, thank you for that. Why do I? Yeah. Okay, good. So the reason I'm saying that, hold on, give me a second, is because this is what really the quiz will be based on. It's going to be really simple stuff like, you know, if you have a circle, and what I mean by simple is just what I did before. And this is 5 meters, right? Can you give me the area for that circle? And can you give me the circumference of that circle, right? So that's what we're going to basically have on the quiz. It's going to be like that. And it's also going to be on parts of a circle. So I think I would like to talk about the parts of a circle and more problems that are actually going to be on the quiz, but I need you guys to maybe stop the questions for now. And if I have time at the end, I'll let you go ahead and ask whatever questions you may have left. But I think I can answer most of your questions now. Okay, does that make sense? So Kazumo, tell me what they say in the comments. So if it makes sense, give me a Y for a yes. Okay, because I would love to do the review now. Okay, so let's go ahead and get to it. Okay, so let's go. I'm assuming that that's great. Okay, so let's go ahead and I'm going to take this and I'm going to say to you all, go ahead and tell me what all the parts of this circle are based on last week's lesson on parts of a circle, the one that was reassigned on Friday. Okay? And moderators, here's your turn. You got to go ahead and start like saying what people say, okay? Okay, so the radius. So before we do the radius, we have to show what the center is. So this is right here, the center. I'm going to use a different color for radius. The radius is from the center to the edge. And radius in plural is radii. That's a little bonus feature right there. And radii is spelled, well, you can't see. Radii. What else do we have, guys? Circumference is the distance around the whole circle. Does anybody know what the what circumference is? What's the word that we use for instead of circumference when we're looking at the distance around a square? Good, perimeter. You guys read my mind. Excellent. Okay, so that stuff that I did in green, that's circumference. Huge word. Just means distance around. So what's the inside space called? Good. So the inside stuff, all this stuff here, that's the area of a circle. That's what we solve when we're doing the formula for area. And I saw that Dean said chord. A chord is like the diameter, but it does not go through the middle. No, I don't want that color. I want it like this. So from here to here, Line segment AB is a chord. What do you call a chord that does pass through the center? Excellent. A chord that does pass through the center, I tried my best there, is called the diameter. The diameter is the only chord, or a chord actually, that passes through the center. Yeah, so we got diameter. Let me see if I'm missing anything. We have the center, we have radius or radii, a chord, we have circumference. Hey, you all, did I skip anything? I think we got it. We have area. I already said what area was of the circle. It's all the stuff that we filled inside. Okay? And what are the formulas? That's important too. Okay, so the formulas for area and circumference. Anybody know the formula for the area of a circle? It's pi times 2 to the second power. Excellent. Good. R squared. Excellent. And the area, or sorry, not the area, but the circumference. Remember, I'm using C for circumference and A for area of a circle. That's, what is that? I'll give you a hint. 2 times pi times r. And there's a different way of writing it. Some of you have said it before. You can also write this formula as pi times d, right? Good. Yeah. So I am going to try. I'm going to go ahead and just let you guys know. I'm going to put the formulas on the quiz. Okay? But it's really good if you memorize them. Why? You're going to see them a lot more. You know, memorization is an important skill in our world. Even today with the age of the internet. You're going to see these formulas so much in geometry. All right. So I think we covered that. I'm going to go ahead and those are the parts of the circle. You guys can look up that video later. Let's go ahead and do some problems. So this young man, this is a bird's eye view. He is standing at the center of the circle, and you've seen something like this before. Okay? And I'm going to say that this is the distance from here to the center, which is his head. Let's make this head like that. Sorry for drawing on your head. Okay, the distance is, I don't know, 2.5 meters. I need you to give me the circumference of this circle and also the area of this circle. Ready, set, go. So 15.7. Do other people confirm that answer? Okay. 15.7. That's really excellent and fast problem solving. Let's try to do the area now. Change colors. And guys, don't worry if some people are solving it faster than others. I was always a slow problem solver, quote unquote, but I was accurate. So that's fine. No big deal. So remember, when you square something, you multiply it by itself. So you would be taking 2.5, which is the radius, and you're multiplying it by itself. Okay, so I got pi times 6.25 meters squared, or square meters, and then I multiply that by pi. This is probably the toughest part of this whole thing, just doing 6.25 times 3.14. Meters squared. Okay. And I just want to make sure that I get a second confirmation on that. Dean says yes. Anybody else? Okay. I'm double checking. So if I take 6.25, guys, and I multiply that by 3.14, I actually get 19.625. 19.625. Okay, so I think, unless I'm making a miscalculation, it would seem like that's the right answer there. Did anybody else get 19.625? Okay. Okay, great. Good, good, good. So that's exactly what we're looking for. Now, you guys, like, remember, the problems are going to be pretty simple. I'm going to be using numbers like 2.5 meters for radius, like 5 meters for diameter, or 10 meters for diameter, things like that. So the really, thanks, Dean. So the important thing, yeah, the important thing is that we calculate correctly. That's going to be the thing that gets us. And that's been consistent with other quizzes. Okay, so on this circle here, let's go ahead and say that the distance from here to here, and this is the center, so the diameter is equal to I don't know, 20. Go ahead and solve for the area and the circumference. Give it a shot. And I'm going to do it nice and slow, okay? Let me trace back to my normal pencil. Yeah. Diameter is 10, so radius is, sorry, diameter is 20, so radius is 10. Okay. Is that a confirmation that everyone's getting that? Okay. 62.8, Cosmo? Is that what you said? Notice I didn't put a unit on this one. If I would have put a unit, pretend that it was like, oh gosh, what unit would that even be? It doesn't matter. Let's say it was inches, then it would be inches to the it would just be inches. It wouldn't be inches to the second power because it's circumference. Yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly. It's not squared. Okay, and so the area, I'm going 314. Okay. Anybody have another answer or the same answer? Now, guys, okay, when you square 10, it's 10 times 10, okay? And that's going to be 100. So it looks like Eknam is right because 3.14 times 100 inches squared, you basically move the decimal point 2 times. When you multiply it by 100 because of the 2 zeros, move it 2 times to the right, and that's going to give you 314 inches squared. So that's what we have, everybody. It's just basic circumference and area problems. Don't worry, it's not going to be like Khan Academy. Sorry that you got those problems, but also not sorry because it helps you think. I'm going to go ahead and dismiss the class. If you want to stay behind and ask me some more questions, I'll be behind for another 2-3 minutes to answer those questions. Okay, or as long as you guys need. Okay, so for the rest of you, I'll see you later. I'm going to keep on recording a little bit until the final person has asked the last question. But those of you that are good, you're free to go. And I'll see you later. See you later. Bye. Bye-bye. You're welcome. Bye. Okay. What was your question? Was it Cosmo? What's up? Sure. Yeah. Yeah, Cosmo. So the reason that happened was because I didn't do it through Khan Academy. I know that I have always done it through Khan Academy, so I know. Sorry, that might have been a little frustrating for you. What I did is I just did it through Google Classroom, and so if you click on the link that I provided on Google Classroom, it'll take you right to the Khan Academy assignments. Yeah, that was good thinking. I know that that's how I used to do it, so I can see where the confusion would have been there. Yeah. Cosmo, thanks for moderating. All right, but okay. So I don't know if there's anyone still on the